Jarred Kelenic of the Mariners there, obviously a super prospect, had failed quite a bit. But right now he's way back up, leads the league in slugging, still only 23. Sarah Langs of MLB.com is back with us. Sarah, great to have you back on the show. Good to see you again.
So good to see you. Thank you for having me, BK.
How real is this? Again, we kind of expected he'd be a great hitter. It took a while. How real is this from what you see?
Oh my gosh, it is so real and it's so awesome to see. As you said, he struggled and so much with his name, Edwin Diaz, Robinson Cano, everybody talking about him. I'm just so glad to see him thriving. If you look at these numbers, we're looking at underlying metrics, hard hit rate, sweet spot rate, how often are you hitting line drives and good fly balls, all of this going into those expected stats, expected batting average, expected slugging percentage. That is telling us that what he is doing is completely real.
Yep.
And the other thing with what he is doing that really shows a transformation, he worked on his swing. And in spring training, Scott Service talked about how you were going to see a lot more balls hit to the middle of the field from him, and that is what he is doing. And you saw it with that home run, and as you can see here with this Frazier, obviously it's a very long home run at Wrigley Field. They're standing out that pink dot way out there, 482. But overall, he's hitting the ball to the middle of the field with authority, and that's how we know this is for real.
All right, well, you really answered that one. Is he for real? Yes. Let me show you 5 different ways he's for real. Good. Shohei Ohtani, give me something on him, Sarah, because it seems to be he's getting better, even off a spectacular pitching year.
Oh my goodness. I mean, he is outstanding. There's so many incredible Shohei Ohtani stats. Right now, his sweeper is tied with Garrett Cole for the best single pitch in baseball so far this season. If we look at run value, and -9 run value again, tied with Garrett Cole's four-seamer. And it's not just that one individual pitch, it's everything that he is doing. He has an 0.92 opponent batting average right now. So when he pitched on Friday night, I was sitting right here, and I noticed that 0.92 when he comes out of the game. And I started digging and digging. That is the lowest for any pitcher in his first 5 starts of his season since the mound was moved. And yes, his innings total is a little lower because of the rain delay at Fenway on Marathon Monday. But there are so many pitchers who have had a chance to have an opponent batting average that low since 1893. None of them there. And how about him knocking David Cohn off the list in 1999? But he has just been absolutely outstanding. And by the way, I was, as you would say, the high man on him. When we did starting pitcher rankings, I had him number 2. Here we go.
All right, yeah. See,
I was so excited to talk about him here, and I'm so excited with how it has gone so far.
Give me something on Yandy Diaz then, Sarah. He's slugging .566. He was one of our favorites on this show. He made contact, disciplined, but now he's hitting for power. What do you make of that?
He has been so much fun to watch this year. As you said, always a contact guy, and he's always had the overall underlying raw power. You look at him, you see those arms, you know this is the guy who can hit the ball hard. The big difference for him is he's finally elevating the ball. He's on pace for his lowest ground ball rate. If you look at sweet spot rate, it's higher than it's ever been. And this is how we can really define what a barrel is. If you see his hard hit rate is not all that different from last year. The key difference here, not hitting the ball on the ground. That's why his barrel rate is so much higher. He's making that ideal contact much more consistently.
Sarah, you're great when you're digging into the minutia of each player, what they're doing and why they're getting better. But I want you on the broader scope. We're talking about the White Sox a lot. They're 7-17, and that's after a disappointing year. Give me your read on them.
You know, I honestly did not have high expectations for them entering the year. I just felt like there was a lot of variance there. Luis Robert could have an MVP season. He could, maybe not. And he looked like it for about the first 2 weeks there, has struggled since, and their pitching had so many questions beyond Dylan Cease, and unfortunately, it feels like that's kind of what's come to pass. I put this together with their hitting. I mean, just not a good plate approach overall. You don't want to have the highest chase rate in the majors overall. They swing a lot. And you can certainly make these things work for you, but not if that contact, when you do make it, is not very hard hit. And as you saw, sixth lowest hard hit rate in the majors. We know, especially on this show, the key to doing well at the plate, making that hard contact. I hope they figure it out, because I do want that Luis Robert MVP season one day. But unfortunately, it feels like this is the Guardians and the Twins in that division.
Sarah, great having you back on the show. Thank you so much. We'll do it again.
Thanks so much for having me, BK.